it going out there? Again, trivia will be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. If you need a bucket to play in tonight's game, go find a bucket somewhere in your backyard or somewhere inside your house. Preferably you have one either from pool, you know, the little beach ones or a little pool one or whatever. If not, grab the little garbage can somewhere in your bathroom, empty it out, and use that for your bucket for tonight's game. Again, trivia will be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. Misfits in the house. Also, right before trivia, we're going to play a little tribute to Manny from the Grove Boys. We lost Manny from the Grove Boys the last few months. I'll say when we're going to do it because I'm going to play it once and hopefully not get copyright strike for playing it because of the song I picked in the video. Then we'll go on to the game. But again, I'll play that right around 7 o'clock before we start the game. In the meanwhile, go outside, grab a bucket, bring it inside, use it to play in tonight's trivia game. Trivia will be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. This is a blue Gatorade. I did the math, and I think this is our 18th week doing this online. I lost count. I counted I had 17 videos uploaded to my YouTube channel from the previous one, so this must be number 18. Voy a tu madre in the house. Those of you joining us for the first time, this is set up like this. There's a camera right in front of me with the all the information about the streaming service and all that and whether we're live or not. And the next slide that is not the one you're seeing. Over here to this side of me is the screen where the questions are as I read them, which is what you're going to see on the little square at the bottom. And then I'll look sometimes this way, and that's a tablet where I'm watching the live stream you're watching at the same time and talking to you as it goes along. So you'll see me move my head from left to right all the time. It's not that I'm avoiding eye contact with any of you, though some of you I'd rather not look at. Say hi to Alan, everyone. I don't know if he's one of the 2.5 misfits that are there, but either way. Mr. J in the house. Chris says Alan's not here, so since I normally say it at the end, I'll say it now. Thoughts and prayers to Linda, who has to tolerate Alan on a daily basis, especially during these trying times. I did talk to him the other day, and he told me he's working, so at least she has that time of the day. Hopefully she's got him in there 16 hours a day and sleeping the other few hours that are left. But either way, she still has to deal with him daily, even if only for 5 minutes. And for that, she should have thoughts and prayers. Danny's here finally. All right, like I said, True will be starting in a few minutes. Now I need you guys to indulge me with a few minutes of time here. I recently learned that one of the Grove Boys passed away. His name is Manny. He's probably one of the least loudest of them, but one of the most angriest sometimes if I got a question wrong. Manny passed away sometime back in May. I just found out about it this last week. So I made this little video as a tribute to Manny. I wish we could have been in person, to talk about all this. But this I guess this online version is our best way of doing it. But take a few minutes of my time here. This is a video I put together and for Manny. May he rest in peace.
Shadows are falling and I'm running out of breath. Keep me in your heart for a while. If I leave you, it doesn't mean I love you any less. Keep me in your heart for a while. When you get up in the morning and you see that crazy sun, keep me in your heart for a while. There's a train leaving nightly called when all is said and done. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sometimes when you're doing simple things around the house, maybe you'll think of me and smile. You know I'm tied to you like the buttons on your blouse. Keep me in your heart for a while. Hold me in your thoughts, take me to your dreams, touch me as I fall into view. And when the winter comes, keep the fires lit, and I will be right next to you. Engine drivers headed north to Pleasant Stream, keep me in your heart for a while. These wheels keep turning, but they're running out of steam. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Keep me in your heart for a while.
It's Friday. It's after 7 o'clock. And it's time now for Trivia. If you don't already have a bucket to play tonight's game, go outside your house, find a bucket, bring it inside, and use it to play tonight's game. If not, grab that little garbage can in your bathroom, turn it over, throw out the toilet paper, and use that for your bucket for tonight's game. Right now, let's get started by going over the rules of tonight's game.
It's Friday, you bastards.
All right, as always, we have a one-player minimum on this online version of our game because you need to be at least one person in order to play. You can't play if you're not a person in front of a computer watching this or watching this on their phone. Whatever the case may be, you still need to be a person to play. But if you are near other people and you don't know them and you didn't invite them into your house, please stay 6 feet apart from each other and make sure to wear a mask. Masks are very important. The faster we can get this down, the sooner we can all get together again. All right, grab 3 sheets of paper and number them 1 through 10, or grab 1 piece of paper with 3 columns and 1 through 10 on each column, whatever works easiest for you. And write any funny team name you may come up with, write it in the comment section of the feed here on Facebook. And if I catch it while I'm here reading questions and all that, I'll read them out loud to you guys. So it doesn't matter what you write, I'll read it. Feel free to scream and shout the answers all you want because nobody you're playing against can hear you. Your neighbors are the only ones that can hear you, and the people in your house if they're there. So feel free to scream and shout because I can't hear you and your competitors can't hear you, so it doesn't matter anyway. All right, here's where the honor system comes in. No looking up the answers. We're not playing for prizes. We don't have prizes to give out, so please don't look up the answers. Also, if you do know the answer, don't post the answers in the comments. Write it down. Don't shout. Don't post it. Or as I would say in person, don't shout it out. But in this case, don't post it there. Just write it on your piece of paper. We'll go over the answers at the end of each round. Remember, you're playing with yourself. You would only be cheating yourself. Questions in round 1 are worth 1 point each. Questions in round 2 are worth 2 points each. Questions in round 3 are worth 5 points each. And again, give yourself prizes for first and second place because I got nothing to give you. Just grab something in your own house and give it to yourselves if you feel you won. But if you can, please take a picture of yourselves playing and send it to me or tag it at Trivia Mammy on either Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or send it to me directly at triviamammy@gmail.com. Whatever works easiest. You can also send it to my phone, 305-221-8106, so that I can at least, share with other people that this is working somewhat, and at least for the little bit of us that get together for this, it gives us some sense of sanity every week. All right, remember, we're going to pull out our stubs and dance in the Lucky SOB raffle, which means my son will win all the prizes. The Lucky Son of a Bernie raffle, where I pull out a number out of a bucket and he wins everything. Here's a picture I got from last week's game. That's Javier's I think that was Javier. Yeah, that's Javier. Took that picture. And here's our legal disclaimer. If you can read small and fast, you can read that thing. And it's gone. All right, again, I don't like to beg, but it is getting tighter and tighter. They keep closing and sending me back home, and I keep, spending what I don't have and selling things I don't need to sell. And soon I'll have to, stand on the corner and, sell trivia questions like a hooker. So any little bit can help. Just that's my Venmo and Cash App. If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. That's fine. At least join me every week here and let your friends know. What the hell does that say? Fix. Fix what? If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. That's fine. But at least spread the word, get some more people in here so we can at least have more people knowing about it, and we can probably get more people in the bars once the bars are allowed to reopen. All right, let's get started with tonight's game. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. We're going to get started now with round one. Question one. True or false? Jerk chicken got its name because you have to jerk the meat off the chicken. True or false? Again, jerk chicken got its name because you have to jerk the meat off the chicken. True or false? All right, question two. What Texas-born rapper's real name is Robert Van Winkle? What Texas-born rapper's real name is Robert Van Winkle? Question three. Which Peanuts character always calls Charlie Brown Chuck? A. Lucy, B. Marcy, or C. Peppermint Patty? Again, which Peanuts character always calls Charlie Brown Chuck? Lucy, Marcy, or Peppermint Patty? And when I say Marcy, I mean Marcy from the Peanuts cartoons, not Marcy who's here right now on our feed. Hey, Marcelo, what's going on? And I'm not saying that's the answer. It's one of those three. He hates it when I call him Marcy. All right, question four. What movie is divided into chapters bearing title cards that include The Gold Watch and The Bonnie Situation? What movie is divided into chapters bearing title cards that include The Gold Watch and The Bonnie Situation? Question 5. Who is sometimes credited with inventing the rocking chair? A. Benjamin Franklin, B. Thomas Edison, or C. Albert Einstein? And who is sometimes credited with inventing the rocking chair? Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Edison, or Albert Einstein? Question 6. What singer played the role of Auntie Entity in the movie Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? Okay, what singer played the role of Auntie Entity in the movie Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? Something smells funny. It's Post Cologne. He's joining us here. Say hi to Post Cologne, everyone. All right, question 7. Which website was founded by Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger? A, eBay, B, Twitter, or C, Wikipedia? Okay, which website was founded by Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger? eBay, Twitter, or Wikipedia? All right, question 8. What is the national tree of the United States? What is the national tree of the United States?
No test, just push back tax day. Like that's the answer for the black plague. No leadership, just greediness. They don't care if the people live. Trying to feed our kids.
All right, question 9. According to Cookie Monster, what did he believe was his name before he ate his first cookie? A, Sam, B, Sid, or C, Steve? And according to Cookie Monster, what did he believe was his name before he ate his first cookie? Sam, Sid, or Steve? And finally, question 10, everybody's favorite question. Florida or not Florida? I'm reading your news headline. You need to let me know if you think it's Florida or not Florida. The only two possible answers are Florida or not Florida. Here we go. Man hospitalized after iguana runs into bike causing crash. Is that Florida or not Florida?
Cause even if we're uninfected, we're disconnected. Before this virus crept in, man, we were just as separate. Hearts broke without no welfare. Minds sick without no health care. On our last leg, can't take a stand. Damn, better get the wheelchair. Broke folks gonna take a pay cut. Rich folks not gonna go bankrupt. We can either make war or make love. Maybe this what it take to wake up.
All right, it's the end of round 1. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was true or false. Jerk chicken got its name because you have to jerk the meat off the chicken. Question 2, what Texas-born rapper's real name is Robert Van Winkle? Question 3, which Peanuts character always calls Charlie Brown Chuck? A, Lucy, B, Marcy, or C, Peppermint Patty? Question 4, what movie is divided into chapters bearing title cards that include the Gold Watch and the Bonnie situation? Question 5, who is sometimes credited with inventing the rocking chair? A, Benjamin Franklin, B, Thomas Edison, or C, Albert Einstein? Question 6. What singer played the role of Auntie Entity in the movie Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? Question 7. Which website was founded by Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger? A. eBay, B. Twitter, or C. Wikipedia? Question 8. What is the national tree of the United States? Question 9. According to Cookie Monster, what did he believe was his name before he ate his first cookie? A. Sam, B. Sid, or C. Steve? And Florida or not Florida, the headline reads, man hospitalized after iguana runs into bike causing crash. All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if those are the answers you want to stick with before we reveal them. And again, any little bit helps. That's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. If you can throw a little bit my way, that would be nice. Otherwise, just keep joining us and supporting us this way by being here every week online. Now we're going to go to the raffle portion of our game tonight. My daughter is already there waiting to give prizes to my son. And here we go. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and every number I pull out, my son will win. My son will win all the prizes. Here we go. The one that flew out. 570, 570. You won? Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Stay with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. That's my daughter Leticia up there giving him the prizes. It was her birthday the other day. She turned 14. 588, 588. Dance. You won, you didn't. Stay with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he's 12 years old. He cannot drink beer, so he gets an iron beer. Going out to the following number. 575, 575. Dance.
B stands for Broncos, BMW, Bengals, and the Bell Balls.
All right, he won, you didn't. Stay with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And that concludes our lucky son of a Bernie raffle for this round. He'll be back after round 2 and 3 to claim more prizes. Now let's go over the answers from round 1. Question 1 was true or false. Jerk chicken got its name because you have to jerk the meat off the chicken. That's false. That's not why it got its name. Question 2, what Texas-born rapper's real name is Robert Van Winkle? It's Vanilla Ice. And I would like to define rapper. Which Peanuts character always calls Charlie Brown Chuck? Peppermint Patty. For what movie is divided into chapters bearing title cards that include the Gold Watch and the Bonnie situation? Pulp Fiction. Question 5. Who is sometimes credited with inventing the rocking chair? Benjamin Franklin. Question 6. What singer played the role of Auntie Entity in the movie Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? Tina Turner. Question 7. Which website was founded by Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger? Wikipedia. Okay, what is the national tree of the United States? The oak tree. Question 9. According to Cookie Monster, what did he believe was his name before he ate his first cookie? Sid. Then he ate a cookie. Then he became Cookie Monster. And Florida or not Florida, the headline read, man hospitalized after iguana runs into bike causing crash. Of course that was Florida. The iguana didn't come out too well in the situation. The guy did end up in the hospital. And it wasn't me. I know I've been riding bike lately, but it wasn't me. I was not the one that hit the iguana on the street. All right. Again, these questions are worth 1 point each, so add up whatever you got right and post that in the scores and then argue with the people you're playing against and see if you got the right, if they accuse you of cheating or not, whatever the case may be. And like I said, post your score in the comments. I'm going to take a quick commercial break and I'll be right back.
I love this song. What station is that? Coast, 97.3 FM.
to find
Great song. What station is that? It's Coast 97.3 FM.
I can
I
change.
love this song.
Me too. What station is that?
Ever wonder what radio station you're listening to? For the most music throughout your workday, listen to South Florida's Coast 97.3 FM. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today with less talk.
Grand Prix's new track. Grand Prix is bigger, longer, and faster. Feel the thrill of the hairpin turns. Then speed down the long straightaways. Grand Prix. Race your friends in the true spirit of Grand Prix competition racing. Feel the roar of the engines as you race the big challenge on Grand Prix Race-A-Rama. Open 7 days and nights. Take I-95 or exit 12 on the turnpike. Grand Prix on 441 just south of State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale.
Take your family, go with your friends to good times where fun never ends. Be there. The fair, it's all there. The fair, be there. The fair, be there.
The Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition. Be there.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right. Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
And we're back. No, it's not that I take a piss. It's that it gives me a break to clear my throat and stuff like that. That's why I play the commercials. And then I started finding old commercials, and I just grew from there. People like it. I might incorporate it into the real game once we get back in the bars. All right, I see you guys posted your scores. Now let's get on to our next round. Going into round 2, it's time again to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. Let's get started. Round 2. Question 1. What came out first, Apollo 13 or Sleepers? Both with Kevin Bacon. What came out first? Also, the way I set it up is that we do the raffle to give you enough time to add up your scores and all that. Then when we come back with the answer, and then when we come back with the answers, we do the commercials so you have time to post the scores. And I'm not giving you all these questions while everybody's trying to catch up with each other here. Gives you at least 2 minutes to post your scores in the comments. All right, question 2. What former game show host is apparently a CDC expert since the guy in the White House retweeted his expert opinion the other day? Again, what former game show host is apparently a CDC expert since the guy in the White House retweeted his expert opinion the other day? All right, question 3. What Oliver Stone movie is based on a Quentin Tarantino screenplay? What Oliver Stone movie is based on a Quentin Tarantino screenplay? All right, question 4 is always our anal bum cover. an album cover. Whose 1994 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Whose 1994 album is that the cover for? All right, question 5. What is a castrated bull called in the United States? What is a castrated bull called in the United States?
Like a ghost in the Shire, singing like the kids in the choir. Hold it down, can't get up, doing more fears in the fire. Everything you did backfire, got you racing down to the wire.
All right, question 6. Those are movie clips. I'm going to play a clip from a movie. It's released in 1996. If you know what it is, write it down. I'll play it once with just the sound and once with the words up on the screen. Listen closely.
I want the people to know that they still have 2 out of 3 branches of the government working for them, and that ain't bad.
One more time.
I want the people to know that they still have 2 out of 3 branches of the government working for them, and that ain't bad.
What movie is that from? Write it down.
Take my advice, you'll be good for it. And then I settle down slow and I break out my toolkit. But I know you're strong and you can't take it.
All right, question 7. Which planet was originally called George's Star? Which planet was originally called George's Star?
And let it run down your neck. Sound check from the Lido deck. We make it back to land and we fall on the floor. Make some moves, fly up here on the shore. Take one down, pass it around. Give one to your brother, then you break it all down. It seems like sleeping's not a good idea. It's a nightmare. I've been waiting for so long, so long, so long. To find somewhere to belong, belong, belong. I can't seem to find my home, my home, my home. Where did we ever go wrong, go wrong, go wrong?
All right, question 7. 8. Sorry, I'm on 8. Looking at the wrong place. In the movie Airplane, Barbara June Cleaver Billingsley states that she is fluent in what dialect when she says, "Excuse me, I speak blank." And in the movie Airplane, Barbara June Cleaver Billingsley states that she is fluent in what dialect when she states, "Excuse me, I speak blank."
You see it through your green eyes. It's calling you. It's calling you. The summer days are over. No time to reminisce. Will you be here in the winter or give up all of this? Counting all the ways that I still love you.
All right, question 9. What former Major League Baseball player was nicknamed Charlie Hustle? What former Major League Baseball player was nicknamed Charlie Hustle?
Baby, you're a fighter. Believe it
And finally, question 10, last question in this round. Here's the question Manny and I once argued about, and that's when he really came out and got angry with me about it. I'm going to accept his version of the answer and the real version of the answer for this one. Or whatever. You guys write. You guys accept whatever you want when I give you the answer. But here's the question Manny and I once got into a big argument about it at Sandbar. On Seinfeld, what was the restaurant chain that opened across the street from Kramer's window that caused him to lose sleep and trade apartments with Jerry? And on Seinfeld, what was the restaurant chain that opened across the street from Kramer's window that caused him to lose sleep and trade apartments with Jerry? All right, that's the end of round 2. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was what came out first, Apollo 13 or Sleepers, both with Kevin Bacon. Question 2, what former game show host is apparently a CDC expert since the guy in the White House retweeted his expert opinion the other day? Question 3, what Oliver Stone movie is based on a Quentin Tarantino screenplay? The Anal Bum cover, whose 1994 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Question 5, what is a castrated bull called in the United States? Movie clip released in 1996.
I want the people to know that they still have 2 out of 3 branches of the government working for them, and that ain't bad.
What movie is that from? Question 7, which planet was originally named Georgia Star? Question 8, in the movie Airplane, Barbara June Cleaver Billingsley states that she is fluent in what dialect when she says, excuse me, I speak blank. Question 9, what former Major League Baseball player was nicknamed Charlie Hustle? And the question Manny and I argued about, on Seinfeld, what was the restaurant chain that opened across the street from Kramer's window that caused him to lose sleep and trade apartments with Jerry? All right, please check your answers, see if those are the answers you want to stick with. And again, any little bit helps. Whatever you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. I know I sound like a beggar, but I'm doing what I can while I can. So if you can help me out, that'll be fine. Otherwise, if you can't, but you know people who might be interested in playing trivia online, spread the word. Let them know, hey, the bars are closed, but the trivia's still going. We're done. This is our 18th game. We've done this for 18 weeks. So then I'm going to keep going until they open up Sandbar again. All right, let's get back to this, and it's time now for our raffle. My daughter is up there waiting to give out prizes. Let's see what my son wins this time. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'm going to pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son will win. My son will win all the prizes. Here we go. 569, 569. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. $571, $571. Dance.
Lucia. Oh, yeah. Lucia. Lucia.
All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Wait for the good part. That's the Bar Nancy stage. I was there 1 week in this whole thing. 1 week, and I had to go back home. All right, finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't drink beer, so he gets an iron beer because he's 12 years old. Going out to the following number. 568. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And that concludes our lucky son of a Bernie round for this round. He'll be back after round 3 to claim more prizes. All right, let's go over the answers from round 2. Question 1 was what came out first, Apollo 13 or Sleepers, both with Kevin Bacon? It was Apollo 13. Question 2, what former game show host is apparently a CDC expert since the guy in the White House retweeted his expert opinion the other day? Chuck Woolery. He has since had to remove that Twitter post. I think he removed his entire Twitter account because, as karma would have it, his son caught coronavirus.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
That's what you get. Question 3, what Oliver Stone movie is based on a Quentin Tarantino screenplay? Natural Born Killers. The Anal Bump cover, whose 1994 album is this the cover for? That is 9 Inch Nails. If you were paying close attention, you will notice that it is right up there over the where my daughter was standing giving out prizes. I put it up there on purpose. What is a castrated bull called in the United States? An Allen. I'm sorry, that's not the right answer. It's not an Allen. Allen is also castrated, but he's definitely not a bull, and he's definitely not a steer, which is the correct answer. Thoughts and prayers to Linda, everybody. She's still dealing with him on a daily basis. All right, movie clip from 1996 was...
I want the people to know that they still have 2 out of 3 branches of the government working for them, and that ain't bad.
Mars Attacks. Which planet was originally named Georgia Star? Uranus. Question 8. In the movie Airplane, Barbara June Cleaver Billingsley states that she is fluent in what dialect when she says, "Excuse me, but I speak jive." Excuse me, stewardess, I speak jive. Cut your slack, Jack. Question 9. What former Major League Baseball player was nicknamed Charlie Hustle? Pete Rose. How much you want to bet Pete Rose is still gambling? Question 10. The question Manny and I argued about was, on Seinfeld, what was the restaurant chain that opened across the street from Kramer's window that caused him to lose sleep and trade apartments with Jerry? The correct answer is Kenny Rogers Roasters. And for today, and because Manny would have wanted it this way, the correct answer is also Roasters. Just Roasters. All right, these questions are worth 2 points each. So whatever you got right times 2, and then add what you ever got in round 1, and that'll give you a total score for this at this point. Post your score in the comments. Argue between the other teams and see who's accuses who of doing what. And I'll be back after another commercial break.
If you're hungry and in the mood for something extraordinary, look for this symbol. And this telephone is the fastest way to Franco's original Italian pizza, day or night. If you live anywhere from Pompano to Hialeah, you can treat yourself to the best in authentic Italian dishes. Franco specializes in dishes from antipasto to veal pancetta, all at reasonable prices. This symbol of excellence is in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and Hialeah. Franco's, the king of pizza with home delivery day or night.
97 GTR, continuous rock and roll with Herman and McBean mornings.
No more pop scratches and ugly black buildup for these rock and roll animals.
97 GTR, all compact disc rock and roll.
Like ZZ Top, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. Herman and McBean, mornings on 97 GTR, continuous rock and roll.
Ay, bendito, se le paró el carro. ¿Y eso cómo fue?
No sé. Yo le había echado coolant, pero se calentó.
Mire, lo voy a ayudar, porque yo tengo un tremendo coolant. La próxima vez échele Amali. Este sí es un coolant de calidad superior. Porque todos los coolant no son iguales, ¿sabes? Amali es mejor de lo que tiene que ser.
Ah, pero oiga, ¿usted no es irichacón?
Sí, y de coolant, yo sí sé. Exija Amali. Tremendo coolant.
Why settle for some of it when you can get all of it?
Get it all, get to Zare and get it all.
It's gotta be a knockout, so I got to Zare.
It's gotta last.
It's gotta have a name I know.
So we got to Zare.
Get it all,
It's gotta be a real value.
get to Zare and get it all.
Exciting fashions, famous brands, honest quality, genuine value.
Get to Zare and get it all.
In Miami, se llama Side.
Kick to the curb, compassion get trashed when you're getting disturbed. It's a little absurd what turn goes.
And we're back. Yeah, Danny, the station at first promoted itself as all compact disc all the time because that was the new technology. And it was going to be better than records because, no pops or scratches. Just, all digital all the time. And eventually they abandoned that. Then they started playing the carts like everybody else until eventually the station even disappeared in 1990. But that was their original tagline. All compact disc all the time. All right. Hopefully you go posted your scores and whatever you've gotten. I'm not really reading that part. I'm trying to answer other things. We're going to get started now with round 3. It's time again to put your phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Round 3. Question 1. Which former U.S. president once gave a 1-hour campaign speech after being shot and while still having the bullet in his body? Again, which former U.S. president once gave a 1-hour campaign speech after being shot and while still having the bullet in his body?
Listen, you know me, I don't need no introduction. Yeah, everywhere I go, the people love me. Yeah, cause I bring the party in the homies. Yeah, vibing out, now we ain't lonely. Yeah, Heron, makeup done. Lashes on fleek. I got my long black dress with my diamond necklace. I don't see nobody but me. Yo, walk in, they already know my name. Working so hard, trying to maintain. Fell in love with it, now it's my lane. If you think you're coming for me, you are insane. When I love a lot. When I love a lot.
All right, question 2. The nocturnal flightless bird known as the kakapo is native to what country? The nocturnal flightless bird known as the kakapo is native to what country? The other day I was driving home from Publix and I had to kakapo. But I made it home. However, I left the door of my car open all night because I ran out of the car so fast. All right, question 3. It's time now to name a celebrity. I'm going to put a picture of celebrity up there. If you know who it is, write down their real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen them. Name this celebrity. I need her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen her. All right, question 4. Who drew Vitruvian Man? Who drew Vitruvian Man?
What did it say? Nothing.
All right, question 5 as always is our Jumble. Yeah, 6 on the top, 8 on the bottom. There's our FATWHORESTRIKE. It's an actor, male. Fat horse strike. Figure it out.
What did it say? Nothing.
All right, hopefully you've either figured this out or wrote this information down on your paper somewhere so you can keep working on it. I'm moving on to question 6. Don't get excited, Chris. What was the original name of the Redskins when they first started playing in Boston in 1932? And what was the original name of the Redskins when they first started playing in Boston in 1932? All right, question 7. In 1971, what NBA team moved out of San Diego? In 1971, what NBA team moved out of San Diego? All right, question 8. Queen Elizabeth has met with every U.S. president since 1952, except which one? Queen Elizabeth has met with every U.S. president since 1952, except which one? All right, question 9. Even though nobody noticed, Ray Bradbury's novel Fahrenheit 451 was serialized in the March, April, and May 1954 issues of what popular magazine? No, even though nobody noticed, Ray Bradbury's novel Fahrenheit 451 was serialized in the March, April, and May 1954 issues of what popular magazine? And finally, question 10, last question of tonight's game, something of local history, news, or facts. In 1987, the old Miami Baseball Stadium was officially renamed after what Cuban baseball entrepreneur? Again, in 1987, the old Miami Baseball Stadium was officially renamed after what Cuban baseball entrepreneur? All right, that's the end of round 3. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, which former U.S. president once gave a 1-hour campaign speech after being shot and while still having a bullet in his body? According to the nocturnal flightless bird known as the kakapo is native to what country? Name this celebrity. I need her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen her. Question 4, who drew Vitruvian Man? Question 5, word jumble, 6 on the top, 8 on the bottom. Those are the letters, and it's an actor male. Fat horse strike. Question 6. What was the original name of the Redskins when they first started playing in Boston, 1932? My daughter did something funny. Question 7. In 1971, what NBA team moved out of San Diego? Question 8. Queen Elizabeth has met with every U.S. president since 1952 except which one? Question 9. Even though nobody noticed, Ray Bradbury's novel Fahrenheit 451 was serialized in the March, April, and May 1954 issues of what popular magazine? And local history news or facts. In 1987, the old Miami baseball stadium was officially renamed after what Cuban baseball entrepreneur? All right, please check your own answer sheets. See if those are the answers you want to stick with. Again, I don't like to beg, but any little bit helps. If you can throw anything my way, that would help. Otherwise, just tell your friends to come join us every week so that we have a good size amount, a good number of people to prove that we are still doing this to the bars so they let us back in once they're allowed to open. Right now, let's get back to the raffle, our final raffle for tonight. My daughter is there waiting. I don't know what she's planning on spraying him with. Whatever. That's between them. Here, let's go on to the raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and my son will win all the prizes. My son will win every prize. Here we go. First one out. $576. Dance. We don't see you dancing. All right, he won. You didn't. Stay with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. Didn't he already win that? We're recycling prizes already. 563. Dance. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Stay with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer. Like I said, he can't drink beer. He can only drink iron beer because he's only 12 years old. We got to the following number. 576 again. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Stay with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And that concludes our lucky son of a Bernie raffle for tonight's game.
Opalaka Hialeah is the thing to do. Every time you go, you find something new. Opalaka Hialeah. Opalaka Hialeah is for you and me.
That's like an unofficial commercial. I let that one ride. All right, let's go over the answers from round 3. Question 1 was, which former U.S. president once gave a 1-hour campaign speech after being shot and while still having a bullet in his body? Teddy Roosevelt. Question 2, the nocturnal flightless bird known as the kakapo is native to what country? To New Zealand. The ugly-looking birds. Name this celebrity that is Aubrey Plaza. Okay, question 4, who drew Vitruvian Man? Leonardo da Vinci. We did censor that. Word jumble, 6 on the top, 8 on the bottom. Letters are up there. Fat horse strike. That is Forrest Whitaker. Which way? Over here. No, he's looking. Oh, whatever. Can't figure out which way he's looking. Question 6. What was the original name of the Redskins when they first started playing in Boston in 1932? They were the Boston Braves. Obviously, that had a problem too, but we didn't argue about it back then. Question 7. In 1971, what NBA team moved out of San Diego? The Rockets. They're in Houston now. Question 8. Queen Elizabeth has met with every U.S. president since 1952 except which one? LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson. Question 9. Even though nobody noticed, Ray Bradbury's novel Fahrenheit 451 was serialized in the March, April, and May 1954 issues of what popular magazine? Playboy. Again, nobody saw it. Question 10. In 1987, the old Miami baseball stadium was officially renamed after what Cuban baseball entrepreneur? Bobby Maduro. It became Bobby Maduro Stadium. Roberto Maduro. Ring! Oh, where's the phone? Bobby's calling. See, Bobby, I said Roberto. I pronounced it correctly. Okay. Bobby wants me to make sure I say things in Spanish. That's why I say teléfonos en la cubeta. All right, these questions are worth 5 points each. So whatever you got right times 5. And then add the previous total. Post your score in the comments. You guys argue amongst each other on who may or may not have won tonight's game. I'm going to go to one more commercial break before we come back for tonight's classic chug-off. One where Manny is in. And then I have a bonus video I'm going to play after the chug-off. So hang back during these commercials.
Come enjoy the rides and the wonderful lights, food, rides, and so much more. All the Christmas spirit you find it here. On Palmetto, Bird Road at Tropical Park. One price, all rides free.
I have found my new car. The Chrysler LeBaron series for 1982. They are like no other cars in America, Europe, or Japan. No other car combines LeBaron's high mileage, luxury, and Sit 6. LeBaron has better mileage than every gasoline-powered Mercedes-Benz, Audi 5000, or Toyota Cressida. Lee Iacocca's dream to combine high mileage and luxury is a reality at a surprising price. The 1982 Chrysler LeBaron series. My new car.
You know why I come to Lum's, good buddy? They grill the steaks just perfect. And the fish fried dinner is so tender and delicious. I love the juicy roast beef sandwich piled high with that thinly sliced roast beef. I like it when Mommy and Daddy take me to Lum's. The burgers are great. You and your kids get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
You get a choice. You get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
Compact disc sale of the year. Thousands of titles for only $8.99. All types of music. Rock, country, soul, jazz, classical, vocal, big band, pop. Hundreds of artists. Something for everyone. CDs for only $8.99. Come into Peaches now while the best selection's available.
And we're back. All right. Here's where we go to the chug-off normally. I'm going to play a classic chug-off from 5 years ago. Again, where tonight's game is dedicated to Manny from the Grove Boys. We lost Manny in the last few months. I just found out about it this week, so that's why we're talking about it now. This is one where he won. This is from 5 years ago. Hopefully you can enjoy this. And then I'm going to play another video right after, which also has Manny in it. So bear with us. All right, each one of you grab a beer and first you need to chug that beer as fast as you can without spilling. Put the empty cup back on top of the counter. First one to do so will get a $25 gift card going now. 1, 2, go. Oh, you took a break, Manny. Oh, he's still in. Manny got it. Here's our winner, right? Obviously, this is before we instituted the rule of you can't put it the cup, you can't stop drinking in the middle. Back then, we allowed you to take a break. Now, the next video is from back when I did the Ice Bucket Challenge, and what I did is I collected money for the ALS Foundation, and the team that gave the most money was allowed to dunk the bucket of ice water on me. The Grove Boys won that, and it was Manny and Josh who were the ones trying to throw the ice bucket of water on me, even though they weren't able to carry it together. They had to get one more guy in there. But here's the video of that. You can see Manny trying to throw ice water on me during the Ice Bucket Challenge. Let me full screen this. And here we go. All right. I have accepted the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge on behalf of Team Trivia Miami. So I am challenging the staff of Sandbar Grill, including Matt Quintano and Mike Perrin, who also do the Ice Bucket Challenge. Mike, we need somebody else here. I need a third person.
Tony, go over there. Rip it up, man.
We need somebody else.
Somebody else.
Hey, come on. Bring out. Help him out. Bring out. Help out. Let me do
Get some help in there. 1, 2, 3.
That was really cold. My nuts still are still halfway up my ass after that. They never came back. All right, again, as I always say, you guys are all winners for joining me every week. I'd like to thank you again for joining us. So as far as I'm concerned, anybody who was here was a winner for me. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff, at Trivia Miami. You can also search for these videos on YouTube. And remember, you can follow all our information at triviamiami.com. And...
No ha habido ni papel de trole para limpiarse el culo.
Any little bit helps. If you can help me out, help me out. If you can't, you can't. That's fine. I'd like to thank everybody again for joining us as we do every Friday night. We'll be here next Friday, and we'll be here every Friday until Sandbar opens. Good night and have a good weekend. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to let Cox on the Radio sign us off.
Have yourself a real nice day. And if you want to smile some, listen to Power 96.